Alright, what is up, guys? My name is Coriola, and welcome to episode number 9 of my Out of the Park Baseball 17 franchise here with the Kansas City Royals. And, well, we're having a pretty damn good season so far. We are 35-20. That is good for the highest winning percentage in the baseball in the major leagues, but ironically, the team one game behind us, the Minnesota Twins, actually have the least losses. So they're the only team under 20 losses, but they've also played 4 less games than us. Anyway, so yeah, we are here. We are having a great season. It's quite the carbon opposite of last year. Our pitching staff has been pretty damn good so far. Starting pitching, we have 3 guys under 4. Ventura's having a fantastic season so far. So is Alex Cobb, and Cole Mentor is keeping it. He's had a couple of rough starts, but other than that, he's been pretty good. And Duffy and Wilson have both kept it, reasonable, able to keep us in games. Both of them are suffering from the walks, as right now they have more than half the walks that Cole Mentor had through the entire last year. Bullpen has been really good. Only 1 guy over 4 and only 2 guys over 3. So we have 3 guys in the 2 and 2 guys in the 1s. So yeah, our bullpen has been fantastic. A lot of, spread the wealth with the saves. I don't know quite why that is, but Davis has been fantastic. He's back to his old form that we haven't seen since 2015. We haven't seen yet in this franchise. But, it's been a really good season for our pitching staff. And our lineup has not been great. We've had a couple injuries. Mario Marmol has been injured for, I believe it was 4 weeks. Alex Gordon is still out for a week or 2, so we have called up... Actually, we've sent down both of them, but I called up Bonifacio. He did all right. I called up Ryan O'Hearn because Gordon went down right before... Kane went down right before Gordon got hurt. So Kane missed 3 weeks. He's having a fantastic season, though, by the way. But yeah, so we called up Bonifacio, we called up O'Hearn, and we called up Fuentes and sent down Bonifacio because he was struggling. But, Ryan O'Hearn, his first major league hit was a grand slam against the New York Yankees and a pinch hit in the 8th inning. So, pretty cool from him. Other than that, only other guy above 3 is DJ LeMahieu. He's having a great season so far. And I had the computer do this lineup just before we sent down Bonifacio. So, it's been a bit whack due to the injuries, but Billy Butler has been a pleasant surprise. 250 with a 341 on base, not bad. Marmol 262, but his on base has been really low. He has not drawn nearly as many walks as you would expect from a guy like him. But he's got really good offensive ratings, and I do believe he can turn this around very easily. Moustakas, his average has dropped a bit. His on-base percentage has gone up. He's hit 10 home runs so far. Salvador Perez, his on-base percentage is still as high, but his average is low, which is telling me he's not walking as much. His BABIP is lower. He's walking the same amount, in fact, more. And his slugging percentage is a lot down. You can see only 2 home runs so far compared to the 19 he had during his fantastic 2017 campaign. Hosmer is... brought it up from under 200. He's up to 260 now with 5 home runs. We've already seen Kane. And then Raul Mondesi is hit 200 with 5 home runs. He's shown a lot of power for a guy we didn't expect very much, if any, power out of. But he's been all right. We might look for another option at shortstop if he doesn't pick it up, like a 1-year rental kind of guy, come the trade deadline. But first, we have the first-year player draft. And there's not a lot in this draft. I've already looked through it. As you can see, J.J. Piccolo does not have a starter pitcher rated higher than 3 stars. There are some pretty good bats but I don't think we're going to be able to get any. The best is this Kendall Simmons. He's got fantastic hitting and fielding ratings. There's also Grant Burton. I had him in a different franchise. He turns out fantastic. But Cash Case as well, if you remember him. I believe I had him in the Cincinnati Reds franchise. And, yeah, not a ton in this draft, I'll tell you that right now. We'll just skip ahead to our draft, to our first pick, and there are no good starters left. OSA likes that guy a bit more. I assume same with this guy. He is 4-star, but I'm not going to take a guy who my head scout thinks is going to. Actually, I could see us drafting Mackenzie Stills next round, but not this round. We'll get the best player available. This guy, I don't like his low avoid strikeouts. First baseman who can play a couple outfield positions. Not too high on him. Michael Wien. I like him a bit more. We got Tim Borden, who I think I like the most out of all these guys so far. And then Cade Pollard. Well, I would be fine taking any one of these guys, but I have a feeling at least one or two of them will be around next pick. So instead, we're going to take Mackenzie Stills because I think he has the chance to be the best player for this team. I like his ratings. I'm going to check out this guy first. OSA thinks he's a 5-star, but I don't like him nearly as much as I like Stills. And then Chandler Day, obviously. Good ratings, but I will go with Mackenzie Stills. We'll go to our next pick. No starting pitchers left. Let's see what we have for hitters. So we still have Wayne, who we were probably going to take. Was it Wayne who we were going to take? Or was it? I think it was him. So he's still on the board. I liked him more than any of these guys. Let's take him. Next pick, Pollard. Not too terribly high on him. We've got another third baseman who I like a bit more just because he's got really good power ratings. What about Hacker? Not great. We already have a ton of catching prospects, and I even found a couple more left over in free agency. So I think we're going to go with Watson or Pollard. 30 avoid strikeouts scares me. OSA thinks he could get that up to 50, though. And he doesn't have a crappy OSA rating, so we're going to go with Hunter Watson. Next pick, Pollard is gone. Best available is Tyler Rand, who I like, but not enough to offer him, $3 million. I guess I'll take Devin Hairston as my final pick and then let the computer do the rest. So, pretty, uneventful draft. I don't have much to say about that. I like the guy. I like the guy we got, the guys we got. But, okay, we've got a bunch of impossibles and some extremely hard. Let's see if any of these guys warrant contract offers. Nope. Weller. I would love Weller, but not for $2.4 million. And Cole Mueller. Nope. Any of these pitchers, Bryce Baker. Yeah, not bad, but again, that's worth he's probably asked for $5 million. Same with Lara. I mean, I'd like him, but Aker, I'm not willing to offer any of those guys, big contracts. So let's zoom forward. We just won a doubleheader against the Yankees. Hunter Watson has accepted. Move forward one more day. Nothing going on there. We got a 3-game series against Cleveland. We lose 8-1. Duffy roughed up. Vizcaino got roughed up too. This is actually our first series against Cleveland for the year. Now we lose 1 in 10. Ventura got roughed up. 4 earned runs in 4 innings. And Eric Barrett blows the save. So Ventura is over 3 now. But Devin Hairston has accepted our offer. And so, yeah, this is our first series against Cleveland for the entire year, and we've only had we've actually only had 2 against Minnesota. So not a lot of division opponents. We've played against Chicago a ton, though, so we salvaged the series. But now we are half a game back, as somehow the Minnesota Bloody Twins, they won 3 games in a row. That'll do. That'll get you, a pretty good spot in the division. All right, 3-game set against Atlanta. Oops, I didn't mean to play this game. I just wanted to check out, Atlanta. Can I do that from here? Hey, I can. Nope, just kidding, I can't. Oh, just kidding, I can. How are they any good? Their pitching staff is really good. Oh, wow. One of them's injured, though. Lineups, yeah, this team has gotten, a bit better with these prospects. Hector Olivera looks like he's not been horrible. So we are 1 game back. As we take on Atlanta, we lose. Game 1, we win game 2. We're still 1 game back. Billy Butler wants an extension. For how much? I don't know. We actually got a $15 million boost in budget from our new owner. So we have a bit more space to work with than we actually thought we did, which is nice. So we take the series against Atlanta. Unfortunately, Minnesota also takes the series against whoever they were playing. Now we have a 3-game set in Kansas City against Detroit. We lose 3-0. Still 1 game back as Alex Gordon has returned, so we will send Fuentes to AAA, and I will deal with the lineups in a second off screen. I'll just let the computer do it for now. That looks fine. I don't like Mondesi hitting leadoff, but it'll do for a couple of games. So, lose 3-0, lose again, but man, if only we could be winning these games, because it looks like Minnesota's losing too. And we win 11-1, and now we are tied for first place. Michael Wine has accepted. Wine, another guy. I'm never going to be able to consistently pronounce his name. And just like that, we are done with the draft. So I will see you guys towards international amateur free agents. And one more thing. Last episode, I forgot to go over top prospects. Christian Castillo. Real life guy. I have no idea who he is. Never heard him on any Royals prospect chart, but he's got some really good numbers and really good potential rating. I saved him from the Rule 5 draft, just for the heck of it, I guess. And he's turned into an amazing prospect. He's number 6 in baseball, and he's got damn good ratings. He's 23 years old. We're going to be keeping our eye on him. But I'll see you guys back in about 2 weeks for the international amateurs. All right, we are back at the beginning of international amateur free agency, and there are 3 prospects that I have my eyes on. I would love to go after this guy, but unfortunately, I don't want to enter bidding war with him, and there are a couple other guys I would rather go after. They are Danny Ventura, Rich Vega, and Carlos Bermudez. So I'll just quickly go over their ratings. Ventura looks like he's going to be a very solid starting pitcher. Vega, he's got really good hitting attributes according to JJ Piccolo. And finally, Bermudez, if he doesn't pan out as a starter, that's got reliever mold written all over him. So let's go after these three guys. Benchira, we're going to offer 1.55. We're going to offer Bermudez 1.4. I would love to go after one of these, top level guys. Like, look at this. Look at these ratings on Juan Lopez. That's, oops. Back to Piccolo. Look at these ratings. Damn it. On Raul Martinez. Just fantastic everything. But as a rebuilding team, we don't have an extra $6 million to spend. Or, sorry, not rebuilding. As a contending team with a limited budget. And so we're going to offer him wait. Okay, never mind. All right, we're gonna offer him $100K. Actually, we're gonna start with 80 and see if we can get him with that. That puts us at 101%. Only be taxed 30,000. No penalties, other than that. Afterwards, so we've got 3-game series against Chicago. It's like CJ Wilson, game 1. We lose 3-2. We get Vega. We don't get Ventura or Bermuda. So we're going to go hard after Ventura. Wait. Hold up. I did not see these three guys the time I looked through first. What? Why did I not see these guys? Oh my. Okay. Let's reconsider. We've spent $80K. Here's Ventura. Wants 1 point. Let's offer him 1.9. I can't believe I didn't see 3 players before. We'll offer Ventura 1.9. And then Kim, I guess. We'll offer him $1 million. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't see these 3 guys before. This guy looks like Kim looks like he's got great. Oh, wow. Let's see if we can get him for 800 if his best offer is in the 4s right now. All right. So we are currently still in first place. After the loss to Chicago, we are 2.5 back. We've got all our draftees signed. And our lineup has started to heat up a bit, and our pitching staff has started to cool down. So Perez is now hitting 280. Hosmer is up to 280. Kane is still at 326. Moustakas 362. LeMahieu 306. Gordon 266. Marmol 290. Butler 239. And Mondesi 193. But 7 home runs from Raul Mondesi Jr. so far. So he's been pretty big for us, power-wise. We win 6-5. Bermudez goes to Toronto. That is fine with me. So, Alex Cobb versus Carlos Rodon in the rubber match. We lose. And we don't get either of them. Okay. Let's see, how much do they want now? He wants that much. Kim wants... Could we still get both? Let's offer him 2.3. And how much would that put us over if we offered him the 900K he wants? 109%. Alright, we're going to withdraw it from Hansu Kim Kim. Go hard after Ventura. Anyone else we want to look into? Here's a guy, Ruben Colindres. He doesn't want a ton of money. Danny Gomez. I like his ratings. Alright, so looks like now it's down to Ventura. What about Tony Alcala? You know, I like those ratings if we can get him for that price. That's 104, which I'd be fine doing. So we are now still 2.5 games up. 3 game set in Houston. Lose game 1. Get a 5th round compensation pick. That's cool. Next day, we get Ventura, we don't get Alcala. Okay, a lot of stuff to do here. So we get Ventura. I like that. Alcala, he just wants 780. I'm not sure if we could do that. CJ Wilson, I don't want to extend right now. Mike Glass doesn't see an improvement at shortstop. Okay. See what we could get at a rental for shortstop. Because Mondesi has not been great. Dave Island and Don Wakamatsu. I will extend definitely Wakamatsu right now. About Island. Yeah, I'll give Dave Island an extension. 2 years. Perfect. Alright, so let's head back to International Amateurs. Now, Alcala wants 7.8. What does that put us out? Right at 105. So I don't know if that counts for our penalty next year. If that gives us a penalty of some sort. What's your market looking like? A bit lower. What about Martinez? Oh, a bit higher. I mean, that's what it usually goes. Pitching goes up, hitting goes down. He's down a mil. Okay, let me think about this. You know what? I'm really willing to risk it. Let's see if Alcala will accept that offer. So we've lost the first 2 to Houston. Game 3. We lose. And we're still in first place. So now we've got a 3-game set against Tampa Bay in Kansas City. Lose game 1. Tony Alcala has signed. Okay, we'll see what the penalties are like for next year. But we are currently in a 5-game losing streak. So can we bounce out of it? There we go. And Billy Butler goes down for 2 weeks. So we're going to call up Ryan O'Hearn to replace him. But actually, considering how Mondesi's been hitting, what if I tried to trade for a shortstop right now? Let's see, hitters, shortstop, definitely has to be good at defense. At least 2.5 stars with an expiring contract. Anybody. Nobody. There's gotta be a there's literally no shortstops that aren't on huge extensions. Literally, it's Correa and Lindor to look for, and Chris Taylor. Love my options. Well, what about Chris Taylor? What would it take to get him from the Yankees? they're willing to negotiate. This was a guy I signed in free agency. Pretty good player. What if we could trade? Okay, OSA likes, but Piccolo doesn't like Thomas Alvarez. No, they still set on Bajaran. Alright, are there any free agent shortstops we could look at? Jordan Lyles would not be bad to bring in, but I don't think we could send him to AAA. Don't have any room on the Major League roster for him. Bring him in. But, okay, so it looks like we're going to be calling up O'Hearn. Possibly for good, depending on how he does during his second stint with Kansas City this year. So he will enter the designated hitter spot. He will do that in the lineup. And why isn't Moustakas at third? Weird. Anyway, so yeah, let's simulate to the All-Star break. Check out the All-Star teams. And then I'll see what we can do about some sort of trade. 4-hitter thrown by Danny Duffy. Alright, not bad, kid. Alright, now 3-game set in Kansas City against the Miami Marlins. Isaac Collins is signed. Cincinnati, what do you want? Eugenio Suarez, shortstop, for Jorge Bonifacio and Ash Russell. Oh yeah, remember that guy, Matt Vogel, who I really liked in the 2016 draft? Yeah, he's turned into a beast of a prospect. Oh, he is going to destroy us for years and years to come. Oh, he's so good, and I want him so badly. I could trade Christian Castillo for him, and I just wish Castillo had slightly better stamina. But if any pitcher goes down, I'm calling up Castillo right away. And CJ, what could I get for you? Because you're kind of struggling. This always takes a while. Let's just sit here and talk. I thought that said Joe Buck, and Joe Buck is an awful person. I hate him with a passion. Alright, some interesting names on that. Edwin Escobar. We could get, something decent for CJ Wilson. I'm wondering about Escobar. Lefty could send him down for some seasoning. That interests me a lot. Hansel Robles from the Mets. Ooh. Whew. Not having a great year. Could send him down. Does he have options? Yes, he does have options. Max Reistetter. A 5-star player, or 4.5, but yeah, no. Alright, I think the obvious decision is Robles or Escobar. Escobar we could turn into a starter pitcher. And less Major League service time, out of options, and an option has not been used this season. That's a deal breaker. Quick look at Hector Neris. He's a righty and he's old. So I think we're going to trade CJ Wilson for Hansel Robles. Alright, yeah, let's do it. Or Logan Verrett. Actually, I really like Verrett. I really, really like Logan Verrett. I don't think you understand. I really like him. Whoops, let's check out his options. Last option year, but he has used one this season. I'm very tempted to get Logan Verrett. I'm so tempted. I think I'm going to do it. Logan Verrett for CJ Wilson. Yeah, I'll do that deal. All right. And I know he only has 40 stamina, but Christian Castillo, after we place you on the 40-man roster, which we can't because it's full, someone will have to go. Will it be Kelvin Herrera? Will Kelvin Herrera get DFA'd? How's he doing in the minors? Bad? No, not great. Let's just dump Medina. He's a lefty, yeah, but don't see him turning into much. So, goodbye. And Christian Castillo, welcome to Kansas City. Now, let's see, what is his stamina like? He just pitched, so we'll throw him in the 5th spot. Go from starter 1, and that'll be good. So, the number 6 overall prospect in baseball. Oh, he's up to number 3. Wow. The 3rd overall pitching prospect has made it to the bigs. Welcome. I had this guy in 2 franchises, one in Oakland and the other in Toronto. And it was Connor. Here, I'll pull him up, actually. This is a bit of a tangent, but I want you guys to see this. Connor Manis is retired. Wow. I would bring him out of retirement. You want to come out of retirement? Like, he was first-round pick, 5-star potential, but he never got his 3rd pitch together. He had good stamina, but I eventually moved him to closer because he just couldn't be a starter. Well, Castillo's a bit different. He has good stamina. He has 3 good pitches, and his 3rd pitch is his best pitch. And each of his pitches have room to grow. Like, his ratings look fantastic, but if he can't get his stamina up and he's only giving us, 5 innings per start, we can't have that. And so we could see him moving to be our next closer after Davis and or Aaron Barrett. So that's my plans with him, but for now, let's see how he does in the starting rotation. Let's go with strict order because that's been an issue for this game before, not sticking to the order. So, 3-game set against Miami. In Game 1, Ventura delivers a gem. In Game 2, Clemente struggles. And DJ LeMahieu gets injured. 2 weeks. It's not terrible. We can live without LeMahieu for 2 weeks. But the All-Star teams have been announced. So, Alex Cobb. No Yordan Ventura, but Will Smith and Salvador Perez. That's it. No Hosmer, no Kane. Interessante. I thought that said something different than Fulmer. But anyway, so LeMahieu's back under 200. Kane doesn't have enough at-bats to be considered, but he's having a fantastic season. Mondesi's hurt for a week. Too great. All right, who are we calling up? Nope, just players minor league list. Oh yeah, I did sign a couple of relievers. We signed Ryan Cook. We signed Mike Wright and another guy whose rating looks like it's fallen. Oh, Chris Heston, right there. Right in front of my face. So we'll call up Ramon Torres. Welcome to Kansas City for 2 weeks. So Christian Colon's actually had a pretty good year hitting. So I think we'll just slide him into the leadoff spot at second. Like, why not for 2 weeks? See how he does. I'm very intrigued by Christian Cologne. So, if we were to make any acquisition, I don't know what it would be right now. It'd probably be on the pitching staff, because I just don't see anywhere we need to upgrade on the lineup except shortstop. But as you've seen, that's not really something I think we should do at this point. But actually, now that LeMahieu's gone down, it might be a good time to get Chris Taylor. I know we did just call up Torres, but we will check back on Chris Taylor after this break. Actually, I think you guys want to see who wins the All-Star game. So, Game 3 against Miami, last game before the break, we lose 3-0. Hit more runs than them, just didn't score more runs. We are now tied with Minnesota for first. We still have we have the second best record in the American League and the third best record in baseball. So, let's see how the All-Star game goes. Let's view it from our schedule. National League versus American League. And is the American League that win 7-1 from where? I would love to know where the game was held, but it doesn't look like we can do that. Salvi, 0 for 3. Will Smith gets the win. Attaboy. Alex Cobb gets a hold, so your Royals are representing the team well. So we'll go back to Ventura to open the post-All-Star break. So Chris Castillo still waiting for his debut, but I'll see you guys back towards the trade deadline. We'll see how Torres does, see if anything else develops on the injury front. So be right back. All right, after several minutes of shopping around on the market, I would love to upgrade Duffy's spot, but I just couldn't find a trade that works, that makes sense. So this is a team that you will see. We are currently tied for first place heading into the deadline. Let's just quickly simulate these couple games. Just let me save real quick. I've been working on this for a while, and I wouldn't want to lose anything. So unless we get offered a great deal within, the next 2 days, that's it for... this is the team. This is the team we are taking with us. DJ LeMahieu needs to be activated. Active roster is full, of course. Ramon, go back to AAA. So we lose 5-1 to St. Louis. We've received a trade proposal from Detroit, which has somehow expired without me being able to look at it. And the trading deadline, we win 7-5. Back in first place. Get a nice player development update. Vizcaino goes up. Castillo goes up. Perez drops. Mondesi. Power definitely going up. 9 home runs already. Hill up and down. Marmol up and down. Verrett drops, but we knew he was at that level when we acquired him. Heston drops. Mises goes up. Anything on some top prospects? Hernandez gets an overall boost. Taylor Botch, increased potential. And Cole Whitman, increased potential. So, that's it for this episode. I will see you guys back most likely for a pennant race. This is looking to be a bit closer than last year, but if it ends up being just like last year, how we went on a huge hot streak and clinched, then I'll see you guys at the ALDS. If not, I will see you guys at the end of September, beginning of October sometime. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you all next time for episode whatever next episode is. Can't remember what episode number this is. Anyway, that's awkward. One more thing. I'm highly considering waiving and DFAing Butler. He's been not hitting home runs like we wanted him to. I'm almost thinking of putting Christian Colon in the DH spot while he's hitting so well. But I think, and I'll see on my own time, but don't be surprised if Billy Butler isn't a member of the Kansas City Royals by next episode. Well, anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.